Welcome back to Citizen Weekend. As I mentioned right before the break, I'm joined now by Duncan Okindo, who is a survivor of human trafficking. He was among the Kenyans who were stranded on the Myanmar-Thailand border. He thought he was going to get a job in Thailand, but an 9-hour drive later across a river, he found himself in Myanmar without his documents, restricted from communicating with those back home. But we'll hear his story shortly. We also have joining us virtually from Thailand, Bangkok, to be exact, is the ambassador of Kenya to Thailand, and his name is Ambassador Lindsay Kiptines. It is actually 1:30 a.m. in Bangkok. Ambassador, thank you for staying up late to speak to us. But before we get into conversation with the two of them, I spoke to the Labour and Social Protection Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Alfred Mutua, earlier on this very same subject, asking, are they cracking down on these rogue agencies? Take a look. Secretary, we've been hearing reports of Kenyans who've been trafficked to countries such as Myanmar and forth or under the guise of labour opportunities abroad in Thailand, for instance. Does this concern you?
This is a major concern to us in government because Kenyans are being taken advantage of. This is not a new issue. It's an issue I dealt with when I was the Minister for Foreign Affairs. The issue of Myanmar came about, started a few years ago, and this is by unscrupulous people who are not actually registered employment agencies. And I want to make it very clear. People think it's registered employment agencies taking people to Thailand and then to Myanmar. It's not. It's travel agents. It's people who are saying you're going for holidays. It's basically crooks who are taking advantage of Kenyans who desperately are looking for work.
So what is being done to clamp down on these crooks? Because we see advertisements on social media from travel agencies, and they advertise these jobs. They say they're factory jobs, cleaning opportunities, if you can speak English, customer care opportunities. And then when they get there, it's an entirely different story. Is your ministry working together with security agencies to clamp down on these agencies?
Yeah, we are. And I think it's two ways. There is enforcement, which is our end, whereby we make sure that we clamp down, and have had raids actually conducted across the country. We are pushing the DPP, and I'll be holding a meeting with the DPP and also the Attorney General's office and a few other players and the judiciary to see how we can quickly speed up the prosecution of some of these people so that the message gets out there that you cannot just con Kenyans and get them into slavery. But number two also, it's also personal responsibility. It's very important for Kenyans to realize, and I really want to thank you for highlighting this issue, that it's a dangerous world out there and that people will take advantage of you. And that is why the National Employment Agency has been set up under the Ministry of Labour as an agency that does vetting of employment agencies. And before you can even get a license, you have to be vetted. You are vetted by the intelligence community. You are vetted by the Office of the Attorney General. You are voted by Treasury. You are really vetted, and it takes a long time to vet people so that you can get the right people. Therefore, I am requesting Kenyans, before you give your money or you commit your life to somebody who is promising you a job, somebody who is promising you an online job, somebody who is promising you a job in anywhere, purgatory or close to heaven, please go to the website of National Employment Agency. Please just check whether that person is registered.
For apart from checking the website to make sure these agencies are registered, the recruitment agencies, how about being asked to hand over your passport and such things?
One of the flags is lack of a job offer. Usually before you leave the country, there's a job offer that has to be attested by the Ministry of Labour. So if somebody has sent you a job offer, ask them, can I see the demand? Can I see the offer that was given to you to recruiters attested by the Kenyan Embassy? And then if it's not attested, because these fake ones are not, then you realize the problem. Number two, if the money is too good to be true, then it is. And if it's too much too big, it is. Number three, if this will tell you, don't worry, you don't need a work visa. we'll give you a travel visa. Ukifika hapo, utabadilisha. Then those are fake. Because real agencies and the way the government works is before you leave Kenya, you leave out of here with a temporary work visa or a full work visa, not a tourist visa. If anybody is giving you a tourism visa, that person wants you to go into slavery. That person is using you. So those are some of the red flags that are there. When you get to those countries, for example, maybe you didn't do your due diligence and you got there, the best thing is please check in with the nearest Kenyan embassy. The Kenyan embassy will not interfere with your life, or it just means that they can tell you, stop, don't go there, it's dangerous. Or they can keep tabs with you so that in case you fall sick or in case your family wants to find you, they can find you. Because you never know about the future. You never know about what will happen. So those are some of the things that you need to watch out for.
All right. What about being asked to pay monies for these opportunities?
The payment of money is an old-age tradition, and it happens even for legit jobs, whereby recruitment agencies pick people, and they have so many opportunities, so that's how they make their money. So they have to be given a token, and it is from that token that they are able now to provide the job for that person. So paying of the money is normal, but then also watch out. Do not pay so much money here that is not quantifiable. You know, money you pay here needs to be well broken down. Is it for a ticket? Is it for health? Is it for medical care? Is it for a visa? So it needs to be properly broken down. And I want to say that I'm going to set up a desk. We already have a desk at the airport, which you can report to if you are leaving for a job. Go to that desk at the airport, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Moi International Airport, and say I've been given this offer for this job, and the labor officer will be able to guide you. But I'm going to set up more desks here in headquarters in Nairobi and across the country so that before you travel, even if it's not you, your mother, your father, your cousin, your sister, and double check to make sure that you're not going into slavery.
All right. And CS, what do you say to the Kenyans who are desperate enough desperate enough for a job that they're willing to take the risk of traveling on a tourism visa and, waiting to see how the die will be cast?
I think it's an unnecessary risk. I know at times you may feel that you're desperate. At times you may feel that things are not going the proper way. But let me tell you, even Waswahili walisema ya kwamba, tamaa inaumiza, na mbio za sakafuni huishia ukingoni. Let us be patient. I know you need that job. I know you need to get money for your family, for yourself. You've been waiting for too long, but please just follow procedures. The procedures are not there to curtail you. They are there to assist you for your own life, because sadly we've had to bring people here in coffins. It's not just about slavery. We've brought people back here in coffins. So it's a matter of life and death for you.
All right, as I mentioned, I'm joined now by Ambassador Lindsay Kiptinez, who is in Bangkok, and we also have in studio Duncan Okindo. But I'll start with you, Ambassador. How big a problem is this? 153 Kenyans brought back from the Myanmar-Thailand border since February. And we are hearing reports of hundreds more still in the scum compounds there.
Thank you, Olive, for having me. And I also want to thank Citizen TV and all of you guys for highlighting this matter, because it has been a big problem for us for the last 3 years. So indeed, as you have rightly put it, it is still a problem. We have rescued over 300 Kenyans, to be precise, 304 in the last 3 years. The last group came in 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago actually, 78 of them, and before that we had 48, and just before that in early February we had 28. We have been informed by those we have rescued that there could be as many as 500 other Kenyans. So if we have rescued 300, we could be having another 500 holed up inside there. So it is still a problem. In fact, 2 days ago, we received another list from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, State Department for Diaspora Affairs. Some of their families have gone to the ministry to say that we are looking for our children. our family members who are lost in Thailand. So we are again looking for them. We have also been informed that there are others in Cambodia and in Lao PDR. So the problem is still out there, but we are doing our level best as an embassy, together with the government, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to ensure that we bring out as many Kenyans as we can.
All right, Ambassador, let me bring in Duncan at this point. Duncan, so you were stranded on the Myanmar-Thailand border. I remember we were in constant communication. You were afraid for your well-being throughout this period. But was this your first time out of the country?
Yeah, it was my first time to travel out of the country. And
did it not ring alarm bells? You know, when you're told you are traveling on a tourism visa, you get there, they took your passport, I believe. Was that the case?
Yeah. Okay, being that is the first time that I left the country, I didn't have more information, so I couldn't notice the red flags. So, and the process was very fast, and the agent is someone that I've known for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what was it you were expecting when you got there, and what happened instead?
So I anticipated to be working in Thailand, but now what I saw is different from what I was expecting. So I was trafficked to Myanmar, contrary to my expectation, where I got into slavery. And there were a lot of torture there, physical, spiritual, and also mental. That was really traumatizing for me, and it was something that I've never thought I could be in.
Mm-hmm. And perhaps you can tell us, when, you know, how many other Kenyans, because you're telling me there could be hundreds more who are still stranded in the scam compounds there.
Yeah. Okay, we were repatriated like just a quarter of Kenyans who are there. There are more Kenyans there, and I know they are suffering. Most of them, they don't want to come home because maybe of their family, how their family are, but I know they are suffering and they need to be rescued from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many of the Kenyans who are coming back were covering their faces, wearing masks. Even when you're there, you're very careful not to reveal your identities, and I can understand that because you are in the hands of different militant groups. Even when you came back, why is that? Why are people so hesitant to reveal?
Okay, you get hesitant in that you feel like disappointed because when you go to Thailand, people expect that you are in Thailand, and now you are in Myanmar. So would I feel like normal?
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get into how you got there. But first, Ambassador, are you engaging the Thailand authorities to, I don't know, put in more stringent measures to prevent people from being taken advantage of?
Let me say that Thailand is just a conduit. Although the scammers advertise the jobs to be in Thailand, Thailand is the only country in this region that has an embassy in Nairobi, so it becomes easy to get a visa. And most of the victims, actually all the victims, have used a tourist visa, purporting to come to bring them to Thailand. Yes, we have engaged the government of Thailand since 2022, and they have been very helpful to us, by the way, in terms of rescuing the 300 and so Kenyans that I've talked about. The first rescue operation happened in August 2022, when Thai army, because of their contacts on the ground in Myanmar, rescued the first 5 Kenyans. And from there on, they have been our partners. We have engaged the IOM, we have engaged several partners, NGOs within Thailand and in Myanmar to assist us. And in as far as the last rescue mission was concerned, the 154 Kenyans, indeed Thailand did a great job, and we have engaged them, including the police commissioner in Thailand, so that today it is now difficult for any Kenyan who happens to come to Thailand and travels up north towards the Myanmar border they will be stopped at the police roadblock. So we have had about 10 of them actually turned away at the police roadblock and brought to the embassy, and then we have brought them back home. So indeed, the government of Thailand is helping us in as far as ensuring that Kenyans who happen to travel from Bangkok towards the northern border are asked where they are going. There are now stringent measures, and indeed we have told them not to allow them. Most of what has been happening is the Kenyans would ask the police at the roadblock that they are tourists. This is the message that they are given by the traffickers, that if the police stop us and ask you where you are going, just say you are tourists. But because of what has been happening so far and the fact that this matter has been highlighted across the world now, Thailand has also come in to help us to ensure that any Kenyan, indeed any African, who travels up north in some of the big cars that they have been using are stopped and referred to their embassies. So yes, Thailand is helping us. And we have also encouraged the embassy in Nairobi to make sure that giving Kenyans visas, they need to look at the stringent measures, things like statements, bank statements, things like, if somebody is working, they need to get a letter from the employer. Or if somebody is a businessman, they need to indicate that indeed they are capable and they are able to go and live in Thailand as a tourist. For the Kenyans, please just note that Thailand is a trapdoor to slavery in Myanmar. Do not travel to Myanmar through Thailand, because you'll find yourself in torture chambers. All those Kenyans who have come home will bear witness. Thank you.
All right, have the last word. Duncan, you're now seeking justice. You want your money back because you paid money to go to Thailand. And when you left there, you left with nothing. What is your cry for justice?
Okay, yes, I want my money back, yes. And still...
How much did you pay?
I paid 200,000. Yeah, and also for damages and also for wasting my time. And also, I need these agents to serve as an example to others, because they are doing something that is not right to the youth. You see, if it was my sister going through that, it would be something sad, or someone I know.
Was this a travel agency?
Yep.
Okay.
But now they were not registered, I think.
Okay. All right. Thank you for speaking to us and sharing your experience. Duncan Okindo, who is a survivor of human trafficking to Myanmar. We've also been joined by Ambassador Lindsay Kiptines, who is Kenya's ambassador to Thailand. We take a break, but Citizen Weekend continues on the other side.